Wavesound Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of One of Those Mothers by Nicol Reid, narrated by Anna-Mai Hoek. The dedication reads, "For my mothers." Chapter 1, October, Friday. The only thing worse than the school holidays was a mother who claimed she couldn't wait for them to start. Christ. Bridget took in the sea of chaos that had engulfed her lounge. Empty Kinder Surprise wrappers and sticky PlayStation controllers, all tangled up in a forsaken blanket fortress. This place is a pigsty. She was sure she'd spoken aloud, but there was no response from Jackson and Abigail, who were marooned like two small, useless boats upon the debris-strewn shores of the couch, necks tilted unnaturally forward, eyes rooted to their laps. Who in their right mind enjoyed having to entertain their children for days on end? No. Either those mothers were lying, or they were deluded. The first time a woman said it to her, Bridget thought she was joking. The second time, she'd wondered if it was this weird kind of one-upmanship. Look at me. Look at what a dedicated mother I am. Really, Bridget suspected, it was some sort of self-seeking validation, of justifying their existence, the choice they'd made to be stay-at-home mums. Because let's face it, no working mother ever declared herself excited at the prospect of juggling childcare with the rest of her commitments. "We're just shattered," they'd say. "We really need a break." A break from what? Bridget always wanted to ask. The gym? Coffee catch-ups? Sometimes they'd elaborate, say what they were really craving was a break from the routine. And, in all fairness, Bridget got that. What mother didn't? But surely the relentlessness of lunch boxes and homework journals was a small price to pay for 6 hours reprieve from your kids 5 days a week. God, how long had Jackson and Abigail been on those bloody devices? She looked at the microwave. It wasn't even 10:30 a.m. They must have already clocked up 3 hours. "Okay, screen time's over." It was an addiction. She wasn't a fool. And she knew she enabled it. Was practically their dealer. It was convenient. That was the trouble. Actual babysitters cost money and didn't clean up after themselves. With screens, though, you knew where your kids were and there was no need to supervise, or worse, participate. Bridget always envisioned the holidays as a time of great productivity. The children...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?